How's it going, everyone? Today's topic is K1 Communion, Master Law Sector. We're dealing with champions of Barrier and Overload with a threat of Solar. To find this Law Sector, and to go to your map, set your waypoint, land on the moon, make your way all the way over. For our build today, we're going to consist of Gathering Storm, Gambler's Dodge, and Combination Blow, which will go very well with our Liar's Handshake exotic weapon. So what we're doing is dodging, meleeing, Lethal Current here will give us jolts and blinds, and then we'll be using our jolts to give us amplified. So we're going to be dodging, meleeing, dodging melee all day long, using our grenade for some extra damage, but mainly everything is going to be with your melee here. So if you wanted to, you can switch out Magnitude for feedback. If you want to say taking melee damage increases outgoing melee damage, up to your style. But usually I think the melees do enough damage as it is for the champions, and then you want to use your grenade for everything else. So grenade will give us jolts with shock, longer duration magnitude, give us ionic traces with those jolts, and then 25% damage reduction with resistance here. Using Arbalest for anti-barrier, as we would be using a Wish Ender, but we don't really need to, as we have a lot of melee uptime, so we don't really need that extra consistent damage. So Arbalest for barrier, Tech and Force, or anything else you'd like to deal with overloads, or no, so deal with overloads, to do the damage, and then your overloads will be taken care of with your punches here or your grenades. So use your kit for that. Rocket launcher will do most of our damage for the big heavy targets, and then what we want to do is we want to use resilience, keep us alive, grenade for more grenade uptime, and then everything else you can throw into intellect as you can. I would recommend you switch your surges around to match what your most damaged surge is going to be. So I'm going to use arc weapons here. So I'll switch most of these to arc. That way it allows me to get more stat here into my intellect as I like. And then this last one, you can change it if you want it. If you want better already, you can keep it. If not, I'm going to go ahead and change it to an arc surge also. Just why not? We'll have more arc damage with our weapons. Everything else is melee focused here. So we're going to switch our surges around to arc, as that's going to be our main surge. Everything else is just going to keep us alive here. 2 soul resist for survivability for those overloads, and then arc for the long distance damage. So let's go and get right into it. Make sure your artifact is set up with the correct weapons and is set up for all arc sets. So let's just see how this should be a quick run. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment below if you want to see any different builds, and as always, I hope you enjoy these guides. Alright, here we go. Just gonna redo the auto here because I messed it up on my first run through, so I apologize. This will be a re-upload. So you guys can let me have it in the comments below and let me know. I messed it all up, but I'm definitely gonna redo this as I want to make sure it is done correctly. So we're just gonna take care of the overload here. Punch, punch, punch is our bread and butter. We're gonna do massive amount of damage with punching. Everything's gonna chain. Just assume that your bombs are like nukes that go off, and everything's gonna blow up around you. So just absolutely just shred everything. Oh, anti-barrier. And now we're good. Now we can just punch everything we need to. Everything will die. We can just punch, 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 and we're not worried about it. So our punches are going to do like 30k hits each. It's crazy. So just punch, punch, punch as we need to. Dodge, punch, whatever you want, and then dodge, punch again. Again, this is going to cycle all day long, as we do have unlimited. As long as we're amplified, we basically have unlimited class ability. As you can tell, it's regenning. So we're just gonna basically punch everything down super easy. You can use your weapons if you like for the champions. I would recommend that you do take things out that are gonna be a threat there. So you saw I used a rocket, which may seem weird, to take out some mobs there, but they're my biggest threat, to be completely honest. Because everything that's not in melee range is bad for me, right? So we wanna make sure we punch everything we can. We grenade up top. And what we're gonna do is just gonna find the barrier here. We're gonna do some damage. Want to back up because I don't want to get taken care of there. We're going to dodge, punch, right? Everything should chain and die, and I'll be able to just punch, punch, punch this guy for a finisher, right? So we're in a good spot here. I just got to wait for this last mob to die, and then we should be able to move on. Or not. Dodge, punch. There you go, and everything will die. Now the door open, we can move on. So we're going to just go over here. We're going to dodge, punch again. It'll take out all these mods. We're going to throw a grenade. What this is going to do is we're going to put it right in the middle of both of them if I can, as I want to make sure I prioritize. Weird that I didn't know there was a pocket back there. We're gonna make sure we take this out. Now I can punch, punch, punch. Should be in a good spot here where we can take everything out. Dodge punching all day long. Yeah, this build is just absolutely busted. I think it's the most busted build in the game currently. especially with Strand Titan getting nuked. I feel like this is the most busted because these are just normal melees. Like if you see my ability, it's on cooldown. That's just normal melees, just killing everything. It won't be as strong probably after the seasonal perk goes away. It'll still be really good, but it won't be like insanely good as it is now. That's what I would say. Like the damage resist and all that stuff coming from Amplify does make a difference. I'm in a bad spot. I'm in a bad spot. I had no class ability available, and so I was gonna be really hurting if I couldn't get out of those spots. So we're just gonna make sure we go up here, we punch, get those kills as we need to. Again, these are normal melees right now. I don't have the other charge melee available. We're gonna rocket the big guy in the middle, take everything out. What that should make it so is we can make it so make it available for us to just DPS boss here. So we're just gonna do some damage, do a rocket. What that's gonna allow him to do is be stunned, so I can hit him with the unicorn. Oh, I definitely estimated that he was gonna go the other direction, and he didn't. So that's awkward. So we're gonna just make sure we take out the barrier champion here. See how we went very aggressive on his health? I swear I said it in a previous video that if you go aggressive on his health, this is what happens. He goes super aggressive. So be very careful, because he wants to basically skip to where his part is, which is going to be on this side with that health pull. So if you do massive damage, be prepared. He's going to come get you. So we want to make sure we're putting ourselves in a good spot here. I'm going to back up, as I don't have a good view of orbs or where mobs are. I don't know what this guy's doing. I don't know what he's doing, but alright. So now we're gonna go back into the fight. He's back here just having his own little world. Okay, so we're just gonna take out the next barrier, I think, which is over there left. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for spawning there. That really helped me out, actually. Where are you, barrier? Thank you. I need you to stop there and put your shield up. Thank you. Awesome. What that does is it makes it so I can easily take that barrier down. Now the boss is basically free. I can now freely also use all of my Arbalest ammo, which I'm going to use on the boss, which will then finish him off. Perfect. Now we're in a good spot here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our way all the way over here, punch everything. It's going to chain, right? I want to make sure I use what I have available to deal with all the explosive mobs that are going to be spawning in. So be very careful of these coming in. So we're going to blow them all up. Put yourself in a good spot. I don't want to get killed by any of this nonsense stuff because it's going to really suck. So to make sure I'm safe, I'm going to spear myself by the door. And then that way I don't jump off the edge. Nothing else is there. Lights are back on. We're good to go. So there you go. Nice exotic piece. So I appreciate all the support. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I apologize for the re-upload, but the audio failed, but here's a new version of it. So basically get to see another run. I'll remove the older one so that we don't have to worry about it. But as always, I hope you have a fantastic day.